2025 is said to be quite a busy one for the Securities and Exchange Commission. The banking sector recapitalization is expected to hit a high gear. Most likely, the insurance sector will join the move for higher regulatory capital. Meanwhile, a new Investment Securities Act has been banned with the passage of the law at the National Assembly. And there's a whole lot more. So let's get down to this first live interview with the Director General of the SEC, Agama. Great to have you on the Arise Exchange tonight, Mr. Director General.
Thank you so very much for having me, Wilson.
Thank you for making the time to the studio tonight. Thank you so much. Now, let's get started on the ISA 2024. How soon is the new law set to go into operation?
Well, I'm excited because of what we are about to see. And it's about a revolution that has never happened before in the Nigerian capital market or the Nigerian financial space. I want to use this opportunity to thank the National Assembly for passing that bill in record time. And of course, as it is, the process of cleaning it up for the presidential assent is on. And I believe very strongly that within a very, very short time, that will happen. I believe that Nigerians will be seeing something or having a document that speaks to great regulation in the Nigerian capital market that will enhance the visibility of the Nigerian capital market as an institution that will provide the necessary galvanization towards the $1 trillion economy.
What else do we need to know about the new ISA?
Very soon, yes.
Yes, what else do we need to know? What else does the market need to know?
Oh, so much. The new ISA is a very fantastic document. It is copious in all aspects, providing all of the necessary ingredients to building a world-class capital market. The new RSA, as it is, strengthens the legal framework for the commodities market, knowing clearly that Nigeria is an agrarian economy, and it is very, very important that we provide the legal framework that will facilitate us achieving the benefit of being an agrarian economy. So the new ISA provides all of that. Besides that, it has also improved the framework on borrowing, making sure that every borrowing, has what we call accountability, and it's fit for purpose. The new ISA, beyond all of that, is also going to help in broadening issuers' categories. Besides issuers' categories, it will also help in the eradication of illegal schemes and expanding approved investments in Nigeria. One of the greatest challenges we've had over the years is actually the illegal schemes. And these illegal schemes have posed a great problem to Nigerians and the investing public. The new ISA provides, the sanctions that we needed to deter such activity from happening in our market. And so clearly we are up to the task, and we are built to making sure that these nefarious activities of illegal operators do not operate in our economy or in our market. And the new ISA also will help in revamping investigative and enforcement mechanism. Prior to this time, it was very difficult to get people convicted. But now with the new ISA, we have provisions that will help us in achieving that.
Very interesting.
This is among many other things.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Director General, but what tasks ahead do you see for the SEC in regulating new markets as fintech, digital currencies, and others coming up on almost on a daily basis? The job of the SEC seems to be just to be changing because the landscape is changing.
Yes, and that's also exciting to note because the new ISA had given clarity legal clarity to who regulates the market, what we ought to regulate, and what we are regulating. Also giving room for the future developments in this market. So we're excited that we're able to come out with such a law that provides such clarity that is needed by the digital space. So in whatever form you say it, the new ISA gives us the leeway, the legal backing to regulate this market properly, recognizing innovation and also making sure that we do not stifle innovation. And so for us, the new ISA is just about the best thing to happen to the digital space, because therein lies the power for greater achievements and greater thinking within this space in order to give Nigerians the benefit of technology, the benefit of new ideas, and the benefits of innovation. So for us, the ISA provides us that power to do so. We're very, very grateful to the President for this opportunity to making sure that Nigerians and the Nigerian youths themselves, has something to look out for in making sure that whatever we do falls within the framework of regulation and the law. And so, by so doing, we are instilling confidence in the market, we are instilling confidence in the Nigerian economy, we are instilling confidence in the Nigerian system, and that is very good for us and for our future.
Some of the issues around these regulating whether cryptocurrencies, fintech players, and others come from the ISA. So I go back to that. When is the ISA likely to go into effect? Will that happen this year? How soon will that happen?
Oh, it will happen not just this year, very soon. Because after the National Assembly cleans it up, it has been passed by the National Assembly, but of course, in the process of legislation, they need to do some work around it. Once that happens, it will get to the President for assent. And for the President and the President I know, our President, my President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he will waste no time in making sure that is assented into law so that Nigerians can have a full benefit of the ISA that is newly passed by the National Assembly, so as also that Nigerians will derive the benefit of what is included in the current ISA, creating an enabling environment, allowing issuers to raise capital to build their businesses, also making sure that people are protected. The dual mandate of the SEC of investor protection and market development will be fully enhanced in this process. More so, we're looking at capital formation, encouraging FDIs, encouraging FPIs into the Nigerian market. Technology will be a driving force in making sure this happens, and the new ISA makes those provisions clearly for us to be able to deal with and make Nigerians happy in the process of delivering the benefits of democracy.
Where are we, Mr. Director General, on the Nigerian capital market roadmap, and what action lines should we expect in the new year?
The Nigerian capital market master plan, the revised version, is actually expiring in 2025. And from what we have done an assessment to show that we are actually very close to the end of the tape. And by so doing, we are reviewing and revising all that we have done to give account to that particular document. While we do all of that, we are very sure that we are going to be able to achieve 100% of the documentation and the implementation of the guidelines and the provisions of the Capital Market Master Plan. Having done that, we believe very strongly that in the year 2025, we are going to have the Capital Market Master Plan 3, which will build on the Capital Market Master Plan 1, Capital Market Master Plan 2, then the third one will build on all of that foundation that has been created to leapfrog on it in achieving, a greater capital market, a more stable capital market, and of course, a more innovative capital market that will build on efficiency and productivity. Like you are aware, in the year 2024, at the inception of this leadership at the SEC. We have reduced time to market to 14 days. It is a record breaker. It had never been so. It has never been so good, right? And you also are aware that in the year 2024, we introduced the use of electronic offerings process for issuances. And that has been phenomenal in the output that has been achieved, in the various offering processes that have happened within the year 2024. So clearly, 2025 is going to be a bang. That is to say, we're going to build on these very huge successes, and then, of course, take the market to the next level, which is necessary for us to build a strong market.
The banking sector recapitalizations are entering another level this year. Of course, the deadline is April 2026, according to the central bank. So, are you prepared? What is the update on the recapitalization for the banking sector in terms of those shares? Are you prepared to take on similar exercise for the insurance sector if that happens this year from the NICOM, that sector regulator?
Yes, this is very important. One of the greatest milestones we achieved at the SEC in the year 2024 is being able to help, assist, and collaborate with the central bank in the capital raising exercise of banks. It is heartwarming to note that exercise, we've been able to raise over 2 trillion naira for the banking system. This wouldn't have been, a success without the very, very strong efforts of the staffs of the SEC and the corporation of other regulators. So we are very proud to have achieved that feat after the last recapitalization exercise that took place 20 years ago. And having done that, the team at the SEC is poised to take up the next level of recapitalization, measures, and whatever will happen in building up that confidence that has actually been established by the reason of all of the offerings that has happened. I'm sure you're aware that recapitalization exercise, we had over 95% oversubscription of the banking shares. We have no doubt that the processes we have installed with the exchanges have been able to produce this. And we know clearly that we are, as much as possible, causing the Nigerians to understand the nitty-gritties of investment. We are bringing it right to their doorstep by the billboards we have all brought out, and of course, publicity as much as we can to get people to be interested in savings and thereafter investment. So the next question is that feat likely to happen in the insurance industry, recapitalization? Very well. They are all invited to come to the capital market, because that is the best way to get long-term capital that is necessary for economic development. We assure everyone that will be participating in this exercise that the SEC is ready. We are gingered up to making sure that we are the solution providers to any of these challenges that will happen any day, anytime. Mainstreaming the capital market into the economic development of this country is a must. And as SEC, we are there to provide that foundation, that enabling environment, and that connection and collaboration to making sure that this happens seamlessly with those that are interested. We will be collaborating with the National Insurance Commission and also any other agency that will facilitate this to happen. So we are ready. We are ready for the insurance recapitalization. We are ready for the phase 2 of the banking recapitalization. Up and up we go. That's all we know about at the SEC.
Mr. Director General, you spoke about the powers to do convictions in the ISA. So let's try very briefly to market discipline and what the outlook is in 2025. Yes,
the ISA, as it is today, in terms of the new ISA that has just been passed by the National Assembly, has provided strict rules in terms of any form of violation that happens in the capital market. It's going to be a zero-tolerance regime and a zero-tolerance year with regards to manipulations and all forms of malfeasance that is perpetrated by anyone within the capital market. Our goal is to provide a level playing field. Our goal is to making sure that everyone involved in the market plays by the rules. We are there to educate when people do not understand. And we're also there to sanction those that do not want to follow the rules at any time in point. So for us, sanctions and all of those provisions necessary to make that happen have been included in the new ISA. And we believe very clearly that we have the capacity, we have the cooperation of law enforcement agencies and, of course, the Ministry of Justice in making sure that no one goes scot-free if you intend or desire to violate the regulations, the rules, and indeed the new ISA. Because the new ISA goes into effect the day the president assents to it. And so there will be no hiding space for anyone that has an intention to do anything otherwise other than playing by the rules. We are ready for this game, and we are up to task in doing it the way it should happen.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
The same also applies. Yes. Right.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mr. Director General.
Yes, I said the same also applies for public companies and everyone that participates in the market, including the CMOs. We are saying that 2025 is a year that we all should build a market that is transparent, a market that is built on integrity, a market that is accommodating, a market that is inviting, and a market that follows the rule of law. So once we are all able to do this, what we'll be doing is that we'll be improving our economy and improving development, which is a necessity for the improvement of the well-being of Nigerians as desired by Mr. President.
All right, we thank you for this one-on-one discussion, Mr. Director General, the Nigeria Securities and Exchange Commission. Thank you so much, Agama. Do have a pleasant evening, and we wish you all the best at the SEC in the new year.